Hi everyone, I'm Ryan, MLiS VGM. This time I'm going to introduce the LP WAN, the connectivity LoRa WAN. Today's topics will include the MLB LR140 LoRa WAN converter and the MLB G4204 LoRa WAN gateway. Showcase of the LoRa WAN the devices, just like the MLB LR140 and the MLB G4204 the devices. Last, it's also a demo about the LoRa WAN in this webinar. We are using the Zoom to broadcast. During the presentation, if you have any question, please type it in the chat room. We will reply after the presentation. This is the LoRa WAN, the typical architecture. The LoRa N node, collected the analog I/O or sensors data and return back to the LoRa WAN gateway. The gateway is able to deliver the data back to the platform. First of all, let's showcase the hardware interface about the MLB LR140 and the MLB G4204. Okay. This one is MLB LR140. And here you can see here is the power input. The power input is the 10 to the 30 the VDC. And this one is antenna. It's LoRa WAN antenna. We are using the extension the antenna here. And for the configuration, we are using the USB ports and connect to the PC. Connect to the PC for the configuration. Later, we will show you the LoRa WAN utility for the configuration. And here, there are the 8 channels and the 1 serial ports for the RS485. And for the channel 0 and the channel 1 and the channel 2 and the channel 3, they are used for the detecting the analog I/O. Later, I will show you the definition. And for the LoRa WAN gateway, this one is MLB G4204. And here is the antenna and two Ethernet input. We use the laptop to connect to the this gateway for the configuration. And power input is over there. The power input is the 9 to the 30 the VDC. And it's also the DIN rate type. Okay. After the showcase, here is the product introduction of the MLB LR140 for your reference. It supports AES the 128 bits security communication and analog 4 to the 20 milliamp here, 0 to 10 voltage here, and the 1 serial ports RS485. And it also supports the Modbus RTU over the RS485 input to the LoRa WAN. And the users users have to use the USB ports to the configuration. And we will provide the LoRa WAN utility. I will show you later. The next is the MLB, the dash G4204, the series for your reference. It's the programmable the gateway, supports the NoRed and the open platform, open WRT. And it also can support the open cloud platform, just like the AWS and the Azure. Of course, it also supports some cybersecurity features like the OpenVPN, SSH, and the OpenSSL. And of course, we also modularize the interface. You can find the selected model support the LT and the LoRa WAN both. And it also support the 2 gigabit Ethernet interface. After the brief, let's start today's demonstration. This slide shows the topology for the configuration. For the gateway, we logged in. It's the web page and the config over the Ethernet cable. As the edge side, the sensors MLB ES102TH connect to the MLB LR140 by the IS485. And the MLB ES102TH is the outdoor temperature and the humidity. The sensors supports the Modbus RTU. And then we also use the USB to configure the LoRaWAN end node. For the next page, after the configuration, the gateway is able to collect the sensor data over the LoRaWAN end node and deliver the sensor data to the cloud platform over the LTE or Ethernet. In this topology, it can support 1,000 nodes, 1,000 LoRaWAN nodes in the one subnet, and the point-to-point can reach the 6 kilometer maximum. In the following, we are going to show you how to set up the step-by-step. And today, we are using the Modbus Select to simulate the sensor data, to send the sensor data to the LoRa end node and deliver to the gateway here. But first of all, we have to log in the gateway's web page. The IP is the 192.168.1.2. The port is the A088. In here, you can see here is the gateway ID. You can change it, and the interval, transmit interval, and the push time, and the server the address. In here, you can change it in here. Just click the submit, and here also the region and the network ID. You also can change here, but the most important is this part. First of all, you have to create the new application here. You can key in the name. You have to key in the name. And the description, and just submit. And here I already created one. The name is the LR140, and the description is the APP. After it, we already create the application, a new application, and then you have to add the devices into it. So you just click this action, devices, And you have to add the new devices into the list application. You can key in the device name, and the description, and for the EUI, you have the generate in here, and just submit. Here, I already created two devices here. There are two types. After the create the new devices here, you can activation here. Let me add a new one. Here you can see I added a new one, and you have to activate this one. So there are two modes. There are two join mode. One is ABP. Another one is the OTAA. The differential is the ABP is the record, the list, the key in the devices directly, and the OTAA can publish the key over the air. So if you choose the OTAA, you just generate the list one. And if you choose the join mode, you have the generated device address, network session key, application session key here, and submit. Here, I already added the devices here. After the generate the list 3 key, you just stop in this page, because we have to copy the list 3 parameters into the devices. In here, I am using the ABP mode for the as example. And then we change to the config the LoRa end node. In here, we are using the USB port to the serial to config the LoRa end node. This one is the LoRa utility. Just select the right the serial ports and connect, and key in the username and the password. Both of them are admin as a default. So after the connection, and the interface will be changed for the LB, the LR, or the 140. The tab is for the serial communication. So you can set up the baud rate, the database stop bit parameters here. You just click on the right. Parameters will write in the devices. And then here, we have to key in the device address, a network key, application key. So we have the copy from here. You can see they have to be matched. And of course, if you your more is the OTAA, you have to change to the here. And then you also can read the some IO data from here, from this tab. for the LoRaWAN, the signal strength you can get from here. And then for the Modbus data, you can set up in here Modbus RTU parameters. You can key in the name, select ID, the function name, address, length, and add the new one here. We just added a new one here. And of course, for the others, you can set up the time step, time room, and timing downtime, and scheduling the time here, and the interval, and the timeout here. Okay, so after the config the LoRaWAN end node, you just disable this utility. And here, after the communication, we have to remove the USB ports. And then the devices will try to connect to the gateway automatically. So don't forget to remove USB cable. And then we have we can check. In here we already set up successful from the end node to the gateway. So you can check the what kind of the data is received from the gateway in this web page. The same IP of the gateway, but the port is changed to the A0. And you can click application page, and here, and we are using the first one to collect the data. So here you can check here, and the device data is here. Wait a minute. And this one is the Modbus RTU simulation simulator. Here we just connect and send the Modbus RTU the data to the LR140. We change the data as the 50. So here you can see we are waiting the next data, because at the beginning we didn't set up the Modbus RTU, so the default value is the 65535. And then the next one is coming 50, the same as this one, the same as this one. Okay, so here we already finish the data from the end node to the gateway. And if you would like to publish, you publish the data from the gateway to the platform over the MQTT. Here is the example. You have to log in. You have to log in the LoRa platform of the gateway. The port is the 1880. And the interface is just like that. There are some function, and we already set up the example over there. You can collect the data. You can connect just like here. And for the sensors, we provided a code for you, and if you need, we can provide the code here. You just copy and pass into the the node-RED, into the node-RED JavaScript. And then done. And connect us like this. The gateway will publish the sensor data to the platform by the JSON format. Okay. Okay, here is today's the demo. We introduced about the LoRa WAN and the related application at the LoRa WAN demo, MLBLR and the G4202 the series. Any question? We have the release all of the the tools in the in this link of the Google Drive. You can download from it. Check. Yes, for the previous step is running on the gateway itself. Yes. And the transmission, the data from the gateway to the MQTT is yes, as the default, we set up the 30 yes, for the default, we set up as the 30 seconds as the time interval. But you can change. And the LoRa WAN time, the scheduler report can become. Yes, I just show you in the previous slides. The old terminal will. Yes, all of the entries will be the same. So any other question? If you have any question, you also can mail to us, and I will reply your question by the mail. Okay. Thanks for your time to join. Please subscribe the MLiS SMS like the YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. We will release the information about the IIoT in the market and the coming the webinar. Okay. See you next time. If you have any question, just mail me. Thank you. Thank you all of you. Bye.